challenging the fundamental and the core values of our democracy. We didn't do that in the opposition. They want to create chaos that undermines the existing democratic premise and the existence of the rule of law. We are Peace Corps and will not join them in our attempt. We are peacemakers led by a great peace ambassador and will not join them in our attempt. And so, of recent, of course, you heard the comments from the AFS Chief of Staff. I'm not going to go into the details. Besides those comments, which appears to be a crisis warning, you have different comments, vitriol from different leaders of the opposition that creates the impression that things are not right. And that is because they are the ones creating that negative narrative. It's not from the governance sphere. They are the ones creating the impression of a negative democracy because they intend to exploit that process to their personal aggrandizement. They want to avoid elections. They want to create shortcut to power. That is inconceivable. The only way to power here is through a democratic electoral process that determines who becomes president. And in a democracy, on an open playing field, it is not possible for anyone considering our numerical advantage in a free and fair election to defeat Judge Weah in an open democratic process. It's not possible because he has done so well and will be elected on his record. Will be elected on his record of achievement, his record of progressive development processes, his record of peace and stability. You know the rest. So the CDC is very much concerned that a group of Liberians, no matter how few they may be, is determined to roll back the peace, roll back the democracy, and create chaos and anarchy. As Peace Corps, we will always stand in defense of the people, in defense of the rule of law, in defense of free speech, to ensure that stability and peace is always protected at all times. To us, there is no justification for violence. We are the people that believe in peace because no matter what, we are the ones that are staying here. We are from the trenches. We are from the communities. We are from the ghettos. I'm proud to be associated with the ghetto, and I'm still there. So, when the president wrote a letter of the executive committee of recent times and pleaded, imagine the president of our country, the most popular revolutionary Liberian progressive, writes a letter to his executive committee and says, I am pleading with you to please, in the midst of the current political challenges, that is with the opposition, in the midst of what is perceived as their plan to undermine the rule of law, he even raises debate above every other debate. He said, I know the country is mobilized. I know the constituencies are prepared to nominate me. I know there are plans to lock down ATS, lock down party headquarters, turn Monrovia into a blue day. He said, I know this plan and I'm grateful. But I'm pleading with the executive committee. Go to a meeting, discuss this, and please, I'm suggesting that we postpone the nomination program to allow Liberians to go through the festive season, to focus on the Christmas celebration, and so that we can have our time of celebration and the nomination in February 2023. That letter was sent to us by the president, pleading with us to consider postponing the program to allow Liberians to celebrate Christmas and focus on Christmas, and so that after the celebration in February, and based upon what you suggested, you even suggest that date, and then we can always have a nomination program. Because he said to me, I always place people over politics. It is from that letter that I was able to glean the phrase, placing people over politics, as opposed to the opposition who will place politics over people. Judge Weah says, I've always placed people over politics. So because of my regard for the people, because of my desire to see them focus on the Christmas festivity, let us postpone the nomination program to take place anytime next year, preferably in February. Now, when that letter was written, we convened an executive committee meeting immediately, and we dialogued for about 3 hours, mainly on that issue and other issues relative to party progress and party agenda. And the day he's elected, the executive committee said, well, he's a standard bearer, we respect and love him, and we think besides that, we think what he has proposed makes a lot of sense, placing people over politics. And so the executive committee endorsed that the nomination program, in as much as the community is mobilized, in as much as you are ready. I know this will hurt some people, but that's why it is. In the service that we are in as a revolutionary party, you always got to remain sensitive of the interests of the masses. In this case, the standard bearer thinks that we should place people over politics and allow the people to celebrate the Christmas, and then after the celebration process, we can have a prolific, gigantic nomination program. And so because of that, the NEC met and deliberated and came up with the following decision that I've kind of announced to you today. Now, instead of the 20th program, the executive committee has made the decision that the nomination program is now moved from the 20th of December to the 4th of February 2023 in Monrovia, Monserrate County at the Anthony Todman Stadium. And all programs and activities remain the same. All committees that were formed or announced remain the same. Continue to mobilize beyond the Christmas, continue to excite the base, and continue to do your work, whether in Liberia, whether in the United States, whether in Europe, in Australia, wherever programs were planned, those venues and activities remain the same. We are only experiencing a change in date because the president would prefer to place, as he has always done, people over politics.
Down,
No.
down, December 20th, down, up, February 4th, up.
Now, besides that, Liberia's political human magnet, the man that is widely known, famous for being called Liberia's underbad medicine, Liberia's progressive president, a champion of peace, a champion of freedom, a champion of stability and good governance. He returns to the country on December 18, 2022. Seditions under my voice, regardless of your location, regardless of your domicile, regardless of internal political persuasions, man or woman, Christian, atheist, or Muslim, every sedition under my voice is encouraged and mandated to make their way at the Rabos International Airport from the morning of the 18th to the afternoon to receive His Excellency George Manneh Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia, standard bearer of the mighty coalition of democratic change. And you will do it peacefully, in a law-abiding manner, as you've always done. That is the day we will prove the skeptics and the critics wrong. All the narratives of your opponents will be disproven step by step, beginning on the 18th of December. I want the Liberian National Police to help us provide safety measures for the highway from ELW, in fact, from our party headquarters here to RIA. So the bike riders that will be trooping their way in their thousands to receive our standard bearer will be protected. Observe traffic rules while you plow the streets. Observe the rest of pedestrians. Likewise, those that will be behind steering. Be peaceful. Observe the normal mileage moving towards the SKD, towards the RIA and back. Give others the right to also use the road because they are Liberians like all of us, like any of us. Be orderly. I know the RIA is going to be jammed by the capacity. I know there may not be space. That creates the basis to be cautious and mindful of the way you conduct yourself while you are there. Be peaceful. We are interested in going to a free, fair, democratic election. Moving forward, as I've always said to you, when you slap your left ear, what do? Turn the right. If you don't want it to be slapped, don't go where they will slap it. Because we are not a violent party, we insist on the rule of law. If you go to a place where there is controversy that leads to violence, you'll be held accountable in accordance with the rule of law. Seditions, you are peace corps. You are led by a great peacemaker. You are led by a champion of peace. So on the 18th, all roads lead to the Rebels International Airport to receive Liberia's gigantic political heavyweights, around whom the blue wall is being built that makes it impregnable and invincible to political defeat. Get ready. Then on the 24th of December, the CDC is going to be having a children party in every district in Monserrate County. Our children need to be constantly cared for and celebrated as our future leaders. We will throw party for every child. It does not matter the parents' political persuasion or political identity. Whether you are a child whose father or mother come from Unity Party or from Labour Party is notwithstanding. Bring the case. That day we must forget politics and celebrate our common identity as Liberians. Let the children be part of this celebration on the 24th. And this is going to be taking place with the support of the president. It is his project to put smiles on the children's faces, to celebrate Christmas with our children in the communities on the 24th of December. Now, on New Year's Day, every district in Monserrate will receive hot meal for our elders. We are preparing hot meal under the party's hot meal program from district to district to identify with the old folks, to show them love, to embrace them as human beings who also deserve love and respect. So every district in Monserrate will organize the party hot meal program. Lawmakers are encouraged beyond Monserrate to take this program to their respective constituencies or their respective districts. If you are from Grand Bassa, go to Grand Bassa and organize children party in your district, hot meal program in your district, likewise the Southeast, likewise Nimba, Lofa, wherever you are. Take these two programs to the various constituencies to give our people a business to know that they have a government that loves them or a country that cares for them. For those that are waiting to see the death of CDC, you got a long time to wait. CDC will never die. CDC will never die. CDC will never die. Long live the Mighty Congress for Democratic Change. Long live the National Patriotic Party. Long live the LPDP. Long live Joel Howard Taylor. Long live Alex Tyler. Long live His Excellency George Weah. Long live the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. Thank you and God bless you.